Today, we have Hisuian Gudra to shiny... Hisuian Gudra? No, Hisuian Sliggoo to shiny hunt. Just like with the Alolan Raichu, it's the same thing. It will not spawn outside of this event in the game, so this is a good opportunity to get... This is an important opportunity. Anyways, we have the return of these three. Actually, Palisand's not really needed. And I also did not look at what... cord is getting tangled up. I also did not take a look at what I have in this game, which would determine if I use Herba Mystica or not. Ugh, I have 7 of the most important one. Well, I guess we're not using Herba Mystica. It's okay, these have boosted odds. So we need to go to Kitakami, and we need to not zoom out all the way. What a stupid feature. We need to head over to Timeless Woods. Because if you see these question marks here... which one would be better to hunt at? I guess it doesn't really matter. I should have stayed on the map. Because I need to warp there. And I think the quickest way to warp there is to come here and then just fly there. That's what I do, at least, if I need to get to Timeless Woods. Okay, so we have a particular target in mind when shiny hunting for this, and I don't mean the shiny. Because this is such a special occasion, like I said, just like with the Alolan Raichu, it doesn't net... What it was that? Because it doesn't naturally spawn in the wild in this game outside of this event, and also because it has a... There we go. Now, it also has a boosted chance to get the Radiant mark. What I want is, I wanted to get a female shiny and a male shiny, each with the Radiant mark. I hunted this quote-unquote all day yesterday whenever I had time. I got, I believe, 11 shinies, 1 female with the Radiant mark, and I got a male with an uncommon mark. So I still have yet to get a male with the Radiant mark. That is what we are hopefully looking for. What? That is what we are looking for and will hopefully get. There, that makes more sense. Now, I also realized that I forgot that, yeah, I'm doing this on my Scarlet game, obviously. And I don't have my Violet game on my other Switch set up to where, like, I can grind for Herba Mystica. Like, I haven't done the, like the 10 5-star raids you need to do in order to unlock 6 and 7-star raids. Yeah, I haven't done that on my other Switch. In my Violet game, that is. So, no Herba Mystica. You know, unless I am willing to use the Herba Mystica that's just out of this game, which I'm not. Alright, so let's do this. 2, 3, 4. Once we finish knocking out the 60, this being number 5, 6. I do have something to tell you guys, or rather like a story. 7, 8, 9. Unless I count out loud, I'm gonna forget. 10. 11. 12. Matter of fact, I have like 2 things to talk about today. 13. Hopefully I have enough time to talk about both. 14. 15. See how the lighting sometimes could be misleading? 16. 17. 18. Oh my god. Look at all these items. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I don't know what is it with this spot and really look like it's shiny. Did I say 23? Was that 24? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So I did consider using an encounter power sandwich at least. 32. Like, you know, not using Herba Mysticas. Not getting the level 3 Sparkle Power. 33. 34. But rather just doing like a level 2 encounter power for like Steel or Dragon. I lost count. I think that was 35. That might be 34. Let's just say 34 to be safe. 35. 36. But if I were to just do like a level 2 encounter Steel, 37, that really wouldn't have changed much anyways. 37. Not the tree. 38. 39. 40. I mean, maybe I still could. It would prevent 41 for all the other Pokemon from spawning in. Or not prevent 42, but at least like greatly reduce them. 43, because I don't think any other dragon types spawn in this place. 44 with the sound effect cut off. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. There's a shiny right there. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. Oh yeah, I did get 2 shinies to spawn at the same time last night while hunting this. 57. Marked by chance? Oh, maybe I don't have that in this game. I can't see if it's marked. I don't even see its gender. I assume I was on 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. And once again, for good measure, 61. Okay, enough. Let's actually catch the shiny. I think maybe after I catch the shiny, I can at least see what gender it is, just by doing this. Okay, so as we catch the shiny and probably hunt for more, let me tell you about my day yesterday. And why yesterday I only hunted... Oh look, it's female. So it's not the one we're looking for. We're looking for a male with a mark. Guys, I already got a female with a mark. So yesterday, why I only hunted when I had the time, was because yesterday I went to CNE in Toronto. Now, for those who don't know, CNE, or Canadian National Exhibit, is an annual summer event held in Toronto. It's like a street fair type of thing, you know, street food, street games, and then indoors has a big shopping center. It usually begins from like mid-August and lasts all the way to like early September. It's an annual thing. I think it's already been like 2 years since I last went. Because I think 2 years ago I went with my friends. And, yeah. Also around that time. Geez, it's already been like 2 years since I got that cut on my muffin top waist from exercising. It's been 2 years living with this scar on my hip. So regardless, yeah, yesterday I went to CNE in Toronto. Now, my family hasn't gone to CNE in quite a long time. In the past, my parents would bring my sister and I, like, my parents would bring us both to, oh, hey, Derpy, I didn't even see your chat there. Whoops. Yeah, my parents would used to bring us, like, every year. But, you know, as we got older, it became, like, it became less desirable. Like, we weren't begging our parents to bring us every year anymore. And also because the fact that my sister and I, the two of us, absolutely cannot stand roller coaster rides. Like, we don't go on any roller coaster rides, neither do our parents. So, we really just go to play games, eat food, and shop around. We don't go for any rides. We don't do none of the... There's this big ride thing that you go upside down and then you go way up in the air. Hell no. Better pay me $1 billion if you want me to get onto that thing. So yeah, yesterday we went. So this was also the first time we went with my sister's husband, because they married not even a month ago. And my dad's friend joined us for whatever reason. Instead of going with his own kids, he went with his friend and his kids. Okay. Is Derpy still watching? Because I got things to show. Alright, let's see. So, yeah, we walked around. We didn't really eat that much. Because, let me tell you, shit's expensive. I love corn dogs. Oh, Jesus. I wanted to buy a corn dog, but shit was $12. I'm not paying $12 for a goddamn corn dog. As a kid, you know, like, I would ask my dad, and he would say yes, because his kid wanted something, and he would say yes. But now that I'm grown up, it's like, goddamn, I'm not paying $12 for a goddamn corn dog. Hell, I asked my dad, like, Dad, would you like root beer? Because my dad loves root beer. I personally am not a fan, but that's besides the point. Because they also had, like, you know, drink stands. You could buy drinks at. Shit was $18 for a root beer. Well, I don't really know what it was. I think it was like a big mug. It wasn't just like, you know, a can of root beer for 18 bucks. So I think it was a relatively sized, you know, container of root beer. It wasn't just a can. It was either 18 for one, or hey, I think it was like 12 for two. I think. I don't know. I didn't buy this stinking root beer. So anyways, we walked around. We didn't really play any games, because, like, as a kid, my mentality was, who cares if we win the prizes, as long as we play and have some fun. Now that I'm older, it's like, ugh, none of the prizes look good. I don't want to play any of them. So we didn't really play many games. We mostly walked around inside the shopping area. Well, oh, there is a mark. Absent-minded mark. Okay. That was not expected. Cool, nonetheless, I'll take it. Still not the one we're looking for. We're looking for a male with the radiant mark. Because I already got a female one like that. I still have yet to get a male one. Hey, why is that not changed yet? I caught the Sliggoo that... Hey, yeah, now it changed. Okay, now we just picnic reset until another shiny shows up. Okay, so we went inside and we walked around in the shopping area. There's always one place that I always want to go to. There's this little gaming place that has You can all probably picture it. It has these like old school games, rare games, but they're expensive as hell. So aside from looking at games and what they got, I also wanted to look at the amiibos because sometimes they have rare ones. I checked and well, they didn't have any rare ones this time. The rarest one they had, aside from like a Pac-Man amiibo, which was loose, the rarest one, which I debated buying but I chose not to, was a loose silver Mario amiibo. I already have one. In fact, I only have one, and that was my first ever amiibo. I debated buying it, like, I mean, it's a silver Mario amiibo. Should I buy it? I decided ultimately not to because it was loose. It's like, you know, it's probably dirty. There might be scratches or damages on it. And I was like, nah, I'd rather not. So anyways, let me show, yes, show a couple of stuff I did end up buying. So, walking around, there was this one place in the very corner of the shopping area that was selling pins and Lego figures of characters. Now, you know, they're not official Lego characters, or not characters. They're not official Lego merch. You know, people sell these like fake-ass Lego characters of, you know, characters that you know and love, but it's not officially Lego released, right? It's like they made it themselves and packaged it themselves. So I was looking around at those ugly-ass figures, and I spotted a couple. I spotted a couple of Pokemon ones. One in particular was just so hideous. I unironically just had to buy it because it was hideous in a beautiful way. And here it is. Let me show you. Behold! You can see that, right? Yeah, I see it. Look at this Pikachu. Look at this masterpiece of a Pikachu Lego. Shit was $8, and I unironically bought it because it was just so hideous, it was beautiful. So for $8, I bought this abomination. And aside from this Pikachu, here, look at this. I also bought, no, I didn't buy this. Okay, the rest of the Lego I'm about to show you, I did not buy. Because I think you can see where the quality dipped and where the quality peaked. Clearly, the quality peaked with the Pikachu. So if you take a look at, okay, whoops. If you take a look at this one, this Charmander, yeah, look at the quality there. Like, okay. So aside from this Charmander, take a look at this one. That's like, I think a Pidgey and a Gengar. Yeah, I'm not spending $8 on those ones. So aside from these, and then look at this one. Here's a Bulbasaur. Hold on one second. Okay. So yeah, Bulbasaur. And lastly, what I saw was... Hold on, let me just make sure. Any shinies? No. Lastly, what I saw was this one. This Misty and Eevee. Rest in peace to Rachel Lillis. Now, that Eevee inherently doesn't look too bad, but something about it just looked off to me. And then I realized later on, it's missing ears. It doesn't have ears. That's why that Eevee was looking off to me. It doesn't have ears. Okay, so aside from the Lego ones, like, let me show you this Pikachu again. You can see where the design peaked and why out of all of those I just had to buy this Pikachu one. Because my god, is this Pikachu hideous, but in a beautiful way. And I just had to cop it. I had to buy it. Okay, so aside from the Lego figures, let me show you a couple other things I did buy. So I saw these. I bought these. At first, I was only going to buy... These are pins, by the way. Now, I don't care about pins. I don't do anything with pins. I just thought this was a cool-ass design, and I just had to get it. So, at first, I was just gonna get the shiny one. Because, you know, I like shiny Charizard more than the regular. But then I saw the regular, and I'm like, oh, it comes in a regular version. And it looks pretty cool, too. Oh, dang, you know what? I think I forgot to include the other one. And the other one being like... so, these pins, what they did was... Okay, let me just remove this from the screen for now. These pins were buy two, get one free. And one of these cost $15. So these two together were $30. And then they still added tax on top. So yeah, buy two, get one free. So I didn't... Oh crap, let me see if I can pull out the picture of the third one I bought. Oh, look at that, I also have a picture of the amiibos. Now, I hope you guys appreciate the fact that I prepared these pictures ahead of time, because I'm about to show you what it looks like the moment I put up a picture for you guys to see. Because it is completely blocking the screen and I have to resize it. So I hope you guys appreciate all the pictures that I already cropped ahead of time. So if I go here, I hit image, and then I do this. Okay, here's the picture of the amiibos I saw. Oh yeah, you see that? See how zoomed in that is? Nope, that doesn't do anything. Okay, so I just have to shrink this down manually. There you go. So this is the picture of the loose amiibos that I found. Yeah, the rarest one was the Silver Mario, which I decided not to get. Just because it was loose and probably dirty. Whoop. Okay, so let me show you guys the pins that I got, or at least the third one. Huh? Wow. Whoops. Excuse me just a moment. That's not what I needed to open. Hold on. I just need to rotate this picture real quick. There we go. Okay. So the pin... Okay. I'm all over the place. So this is the third pin I ended up getting for free. Zoom way in on my finger there. Here it is. So you can see this Kamisato pin that I ended up picking as my third one. The reason I picked this one is because... Let me insert the other picture. That's not the pin. That's not the pin I'm trying to show. This is. Yeah, this one didn't look that good to me. We all know that I find Shenhe sexy as hell, but this pin just doesn't look that good to me. So I chose the Kamisato pin instead. So those were the three pins. I got the Kamisato pin free from buying these two Charizard pins. But these were the big pins. There was a difference between big and small pins. So these are the big ones. These ones cost 15 each. The small ones cost 10 each. And also were buy two, get one free. So here are the small pins that I ended up getting. Boom. Yeah, you can see my bent pinky in the picture. So I ended up choosing Kirby with a gun. I chose Spider-Man Ghastly, and I'm not sure which Venom character is green. So I'm still just gonna say Venom. Venom Gengar. Not gonna lie, I might just give the Ghastly one to no Shaman feeding because his profile picture is an egg with Ghastly's face on it. I saw this, I thought it was pretty perfect for him, but like, shh, don't tell him that. I think you can see, yeah, which one of these I wanted, like which one I actually bought and which one I got for free. It was either the Kirby with the gun or Kirby on the Warp Star, and that one, you know, it was just so simple. But this one was just so unique, Kirby with a gun, so I just had to get it. And then I did not buy these ones, but I figured I may as well take a picture and show. Take a look at these derp pins. The side art makes sense, but then you got the Kanto starters looking all derp. Yeah, if only I had enough money to buy this stuff, but it's expensive. So that aside, I found something else interesting I did not buy, because what the hell am I gonna do with it? But I did take a picture to show. So, if you take a look at these, 1 and 2, look at these Pokemon bills. Now there were more, it wasn't just Pokemon. There were like Genshin Impact and other stuff too. This is what I imagine you are given when you win a battle in the Pokemon world, literal Poke bills. Give me a second, let me just... This is blocking my screen, I can't see the game. Okay, I didn't see anything. Pretty cool, right? I didn't buy it because what am I gonna do with this? I don't know, it's pretty cool. Well, that's all the pictures I have to show. Man, that Pikachu one. This, I swear to God, this Pikachu one right here. This masterpiece. Like, the moment I saw it, I just couldn't help it. I'm like, I just have to go back and get it. You wanna know what else? So, after the day was over and we were heading home, my mom said to me, "My God, production costs are going through the roof." Didn't I send you the other pictures? Like, I showed you how it peaked with Pikachu. The quality peaked. Because you can see here the Charmander. Yeah, I know I sent you the pictures. So anyways, on our way home, after the day was over, my mom said there really is a difference between, you know, a son and a daughter. And then my mom was saying, like, I don't want to go to Japan with you. I'm like, you do? It's easier to get confused in Chinese. It's like, no, I don't want to go with you because you are so slow. When it comes to your sister, she makes a decision on the spot. Looks like Charmander just has one lag. Or leg, whoops. I imagine, yeah. So, yeah, my mom's saying she does not want to take me to Japan, or rather she doesn't want to go with me to Japan, because my ass is so slow. I kid you not, I stood there for a good, like, 20 to 30 minutes, staring at those pins, because there were so many options. You know, it's like, buy 2, get 1 free, so I'm only allowed 3. Which one of these am I only gonna take? Which 3 am I only gonna take? And I stood there for so long deciding. So, like, my mom is saying, I don't want to take you to Japan. I know how much you're gonna want to buy in Japan. And, I'm gonna have to stand next to you the whole freaking day, waiting for your ass to decide what to buy. It's like, I don't want to take you to Japan. Ask your father to take you. She really said that. And I'm just like, Mom, listen, there's a very easy solution. Just buy me everything I want, and you won't have to wait for me to decide. If I'm deciding between two things, because I can only get one, like as if I'm still a child at Toys R Us. It's like, if I'm only allowed one, then you better be prepared to wait for me to decide. You buy me everything I want, you don't need to wait. It's a very simple solution. Well, that's besides the point. Anyways, or get 6. I did get 6. Oh, no, not the Legos. The pins. So that's majority of the garbage that I bought at CNE. There was a couple of stickers that I bought. I think you're supposed to put those on your car, but like hell I'm gonna put those on my car. I bought them just because they looked pretty cool. It's those kind of... It's those stickers that change. The image changes based on like the angle you look at. Now that's kind of hard for me to show here, so I kind of can't show. Whoops. So the whole reason I wanted to even buy those is because there was a pretty sexy Your Forger looking one. And then it was either 1 for $5 or 5 for $20. And of course I'm going to do that one. So I ended up getting a Kirby one. I got 2 Attack on Titan ones. And what was the last one? Oh, I got an Eevee one that, looking at different angles, it either turns into a Jolteon or an Umbreon. Why specifically those two, I'm not sure. Have you seen the Double Direct? Yeah, nothing really interested me. Unless there was a big game that I missed. Yeah, nothing really interested me in the Double Direct. So there was something at CNE that I still have not gotten a chance to experience. To taste. Because when I went 2 years ago, there was a couple of food items that I wanted to try. I did try one, which ended up being a disappointment, but it's like, hey, that's my own fault. What was I expecting? When I went 2 years ago, I tried a mac and cheese pizza, which was like disappointing, but it's like I said, what was I expecting? Right? It was literally just mac and cheese on a pizza. It's like nothing really special. But what I wanted last time, but I could not get, and I also wanted this time, but I still couldn't get, because I still couldn't find it, they supposedly have this ketchup and mustard flavor ice cream. I want to try it. As nasty as that sounds, I want to try it, because YOLO, right? I don't know about the mustard one, but I do want to try the ketchup one. I want to try ketchup flavored ice cream. But I still couldn't find it this time. Should have been mac and cheese as pizza, not on a pizza. Now that's some big brain moves right there. Playing 4D chess. So, okay. After we finished walking around, and then we finished shopping. So there were these like $10 keychains where it was once again buy 2 get 1 free, but I didn't buy myself any. No matter how many characters I wanted, I didn't buy any for myself. My friend, he saw my post on Instagram about it, and he instantly messaged me like, yo, what other characters it got? So he asked me to buy 2 get 1 free for him. So essentially get him 3 of them. And once again, like this time it wasn't my fault. I stood there for like a good half hour just staring at the wall of keychains while the staff were just like, is he gonna buy something or not? I stood there for like half an hour just staring at the wall of keychains. Literally, this time not my fault, because I was waiting for my friend to reply with which characters he wanted to pick. It's like, I get it. There were a lot of keychains, and it was not easy to take a picture with the entire shelf of them in the shot. And he would have to like zoom in and take his time to decide out of hundreds of characters. Like, he only gets 3. Matter of fact, the first character he asked me to find... What the hell was the character's name again? Nouvelette? I have no idea if I said that right. I'm just like, who the hell is that? He sent me a picture. It's like, bro, that's a guy. You want a character with a guy? Especially with the game you're looking at? It's like, yeah, because I play as that guy. I'm just like, well, I don't think I see him. I don't think I see the penis that you want. So, anyways, 3 characters he ended up picking was... I don't really know these characters' names. I know, like, one of them. So he... In terms of keychains, he chose... Matihala? I don't know how to say that name. It looks like a guy as well. And then he chose Hu Tao. I think we all know who that is. And last one, I can barely see the name. The glare on the packaging. I can't figure out this name. Something Guang? Maybe it's Hao Guang? Is that an H? H-I-N... I don't know what the hell that is. It's some Genshin character with silver hair, sexy legs, like a red streak on her forehead. I have no idea. The glare on the packaging makes it hard for me to see the name. Now, I debated really hard as well. Like, do I want to buy 3 of these Genshin character keychains for myself, despite the fact that I haven't even started playing Genshin yet? So I was really debating, do I buy myself a Shenhe, Kamisato, and a Mei? But then I thought to myself, 1, these are PNGs I could just save online. 2, more than 100% these keychains will still be here next year. And 3, I'm probably not gonna actually put this on my keychain anyways. So I decided ultimately not to buy myself those keychains. Who knows, maybe a year from now when I've actually already started playing Genshin, I'll go back and actually buy those keychains. There was only one game that I was excited about. And which game was that? No, right? No, I don't think so. Stinking lighting. I'm pretty sure that's not. No, the hell it's not. May I talk about it? I know you just asked, but making sure... Yeah, of course, go ahead. Which game were you excited about? Ooh! God damn it. What did I expect when I don't even have a sandwich with Mark Encounter? My Sims, I played that a lot on Wii. Nice. Is it a new Sims or is it like a port? I'm not too invested into the Sims franchise. I may have played The Sims like once or twice in the past. You said it was on the Wii, so I'm not too sure if it was a port or not. Okay, so after we finished up with CNE, we went out to dinner. What the hell is that camera? Did you see that camera? Blissey just landed on the camera. My Sims is basically an Animal Crossing clone. Yeah, I haven't really played Animal Crossing either. I bought the one for Switch, what was it, New Horizons? I played it for like a week, and I just stopped playing it. It's just like, I don't understand Animal Crossing. I know that's a sin. And you know what, speaking of a sin, I'll tell you about a big sin that I'm working on rectifying in a bit. Before that, let me finish telling about yesterday. So, yesterday, I didn't see a mark, right? Unless maybe I don't have that feature in this game, where I can see if it has a mark. Well, didn't matter, it didn't have one regardless. So after yesterday, after we finished up with CNE, we went out to dinner, and my family acted almost like they did not want to go to a particular place that we were planning to go to at first. The initial place we were gonna go to dinner was the fucking CN Tower, once again. Let me repeat myself by saying, ladies, if any of you would like to go on a date, I know a pretty great date spot. The CN Tower. Believe me, even if it's packed, I'm speaking out of my ass here. Even if it's packed, I can still get us a seat. See, the reason I wanted to go to the CN Tower instead of where we ended up going was because, well, we get treated better at the CN Tower. Because my dad's friend works there. So, that's why it'd be a great date site if any ladies out there are interested. So yeah, we get treated better there because literally one of my dad's friends is a chef there. And I said this a little while ago too. I didn't even know that my dad once worked there. I didn't even know that. So yeah, I wanted to go to the CN Tower, not only because we get treated better there, you know, because my dad's friend is the chef there, is a chef there. He will literally, like, bring us more and more food and also reduce the bill for us, which is like, thank you. Thank you very much. That's why I say, like, we get treated better there. But then my family was kind of arguing, like, we go to the CN Tower all the time. Why don't we try something different since we're, you know, in freaking Toronto and we can go to as many restaurants as we want? And I'm just like, Dad, didn't you already reserve a spot for us in the tower? It's like, yeah. It's like, let's just go to the tower, because, once again, we get treated better there. So it was like, okay, we already established that we're going to go to the CN Tower for dinner. But then later on, my dad's friend, who was the chef there, he called and was like, because it was overcast, it's going to be pretty foggy at the very top of the tower, so you don't really get to see much. I'm not going up there for the goddamn visuals. But yeah, my family almost acted like they did not want to go there. It's like, my dad was like, he just called. It's not going to be a great view up there because of the weather. Would you like to try somewhere else? It's like, okay, you clearly don't want to go there. Fine, let's go to a different place. We ended up going to like a Greek place I forgot the name of. I ordered a roast beef. What was it again? No, corned beef. It was corned beef. I ordered a corned beef pot pie. Instead of a chicken pot pie, it was a corned beef pot pie. Now, I don't know what exactly happened. The corned beef tasted a bit off to me. But it was fine. I didn't get sick afterwards, you know? It just tasted a little bit off to me. I didn't throw up in the back of the car like I did that one time in my friend's car. That's besides the point. So it's like, yeah, we were supposed to go to the CN Tower for dinner, but, yeah, my family almost acted like they did not want to. And you know what? Speaking of the weather yesterday, like I said, this event happens late summer every year. It happens like mid-August to early September every single year. So, you know, it's in summer and it's primarily an outdoors event. So, this time I was actually planning to go in like a tank top and get some sunlight because I am pale as hell. I am blindingly pale because I just don't go outside. So I was going to go in a tank top, beat the heat, get some sunlight. I was considering maybe going in like short pants as well. Now if you don't know me, I don't do short pants, not in public. Because I'm not trying to show off my hairy Sasquatch legs. You can ask my friends. They rarely, if ever, have seen my legs in short pants. Listen, my legs are too hideous to show off in public. Or at least show off to the people I know. Because I have to constantly remind myself, if I'm not with people I know, if I'm not with my friends, nobody cares. I'm walking around in public, strangers aren't going to be looking at my legs. Nobody cares. So yeah, I was debating, or actually I was actually contemplating, not only going in a tank top, but also going in short pants. That way I could, you know, beat the heat and get some sunlight. What was a very pleasant surprise, though, was the fact that it was not only cloudy and overcast, so no sun, it was also windy and cool. Every single time I've gone to CNE, it is blazing hot. But this time, it was cold enough to the point I needed to bring a sweater. So, no summer heat, no blinding sunlight, and flat out, the temperature was cold. Walking around outside at CNE with cold, overcast weather, it was wonderful. You know, it wasn't the painful, scorching heat that I'm used to every year. But instead, a nice change for once, where it was not only cold, but cloudy. It was perfection. If only that could happen every time. You know, it was amazing that my family did not end up going a day earlier. Because the day before that, which was 2 days ago as of me playing this, it was so hot. It was humid, it was damp, it was moist. Yeah, I hate it. I hate the summer heat. So, yeah. We went to this Greek place for dinner, and, I don't know how many people I'm about to offend by saying this. Typical, like, you know, white people restaurants. Yeah, they take a very long time to get your food out. We sat there for like half an hour, maybe 45 minutes waiting for our food after we ordered it. You know, that's the difference between like other culture restaurants, at least I think so, and Chinese restaurants, which is, you know, what my family goes to most because we a Chinese family. Yeah, like the food in a Chinese restaurant that's like not even 10 minutes later and they're on the table. You go to like a fancy steakhouse restaurant, you can expect to wait there for like an hour before you get your food, and then you get this tiny, very, very tiny little like filet mignon. Still no mark. Is that another one? It is, isn't it? That's another one right there. There's two. There are two shinies. Oh man, the female one is, that's not a mark. No, I think that's a big size. That's not a mark. Regardless, there are two shinies on the screen. There are two. I had this exact same thing happen last night. 2 shinies on screen. Yesterday for the trip, I, was also playing Pokemon Go, of course. And what I wanted was, I wanted at least 1 shiny to commemorate the day. And well, it wasn't until after dinner that we started leaving when I got my shiny. I got a shiny coughing in Pokemon Go yesterday as we were leaving. And, well, that was yesterday. You know, my mom hasn't gone with us to CNE in a couple years. You know, COVID deleted a couple years off of our lives. And even before that, you know. So, my mom, she, and my dad, like, they would bring us to CNE, and they have brought us to CNE for like the past 20 years. But like I said, we grew up, it became less desirable, and then COVID hit. So my mom actually didn't come with us to CNE in quite a few years. So, this was pretty big, right? She actually did go with us for once in like maybe a decade. If not a decade, then close to a decade. I am going to swap out so that Blissey doesn't die. So, anyways, that was my day yesterday. I bought those pins, I bought that hideous Pikachu Lego figure. I bought some stickers, which sadly I won't be showing you guys here. Oh, something else that rather my dad and his friend bought, technically for me. They just had their mind set on buying it. So we were walking by and we see this big ass Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, except it, was fake, of course. It wasn't metal. Dude was selling it for 60 bucks. I don't know what price my dad and his friend bargained the price down to. You guys know I don't like bargaining. Out of sight, out of mind, I suppose. So, my dad and his friend, they actually went back and bought it. And to my surprise, they bought something else. They bought a smaller, but actually metal, version of Mjolnir. They bought 2 Thor's hammers. One big, but fake, and one small, but actually made of metal. So yeah, that was my day yesterday at CNE in Toronto. I do remember, just like, I don't want to say eavesdropping. I did overhear this one thing that happened. It was, I assume, a father and his son. The son saw a picture of a particular person on a mug. The son was like, "That's Michael Jackson." The father was like, "That's Prince, buddy." And then another thing that happened. At the place I bought those pins and hideous Lego, there was a couple of claw machines, because what doesn't have claw machines anymore these days? There was a claw machine absolutely filled with Glaceon plushes. There was this one girl and her friend. This one girl said like, "Oh my god, Glaceon is my favorite evolution." The other girl was like, "What's that?" So the girl was like, "You don't know what the what a fucking evolution is. And then, you know, I walked in and bought those pins. Okay, so now that I'm done talking about my day yesterday, let me talk to you guys about something recently. So, let me first mention this. The trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 came out a couple days ago. Well, shit. The trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 came out a couple days ago, and, you know, it showed Shadow in the trailer. That's like the big selling point of the third film. It's gonna have Shadow the Hedgehog. And you guys have no idea how ashamed I am to admit this unforgivable sin that I have been committing for the past 4 years since the first movie came out. And that is, I have not seen any of the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. I know, what an unforgivable sin. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Sonic. I love the Sonic franchise. I haven't played too many games just because a lot of the games just kind of look like the same thing to me. But that doesn't mean I don't love the franchise. That doesn't mean I don't love the characters. I watched Sonic X when I was younger. I did not watch Sonic Boom. I think that was the name of the show. Sonic Prime, isn't that on Netflix? I've seen clips. Like, I love Sonic. But I never watched the movies. The live-action movies, you would expect me to be first in line when that film came out. And then the second one, and then the Knuckles series, I didn't watch any of that. In my defense, when Sonic came out, like the first Sonic the Hedgehog live-action movie came out in the year 2020, we were all kind of going through something then. And then 2 years later in 2022, the sequel came out. I was kind of busy with school at that point. Like, in my defense, right? And also, just to give myself some more defense, I'm also the same guy who didn't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. until Season 4. I'm the same guy who did not watch Walking Dead until, I think, Season 3. I'm the same guy who didn't watch Attack on Titan until Season 2 aired. But I did not watch Attack on Titan when it first aired, and I did not have to wait those 4 years between Seasons 1 and 2, because I did not watch Season 1 throughout those 4 years. I watched Season 1 when Season 2 was airing. So I'm the same guy who did all that. So I know it's an unforgivable sin that I did not watch any of the Sonic movies. I did work on redeeming myself because a couple days ago I finally watched the very first Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I watched it. And I have a couple things to say about it. First of all, aren't we so lucky that they actually listened to us and they changed Sonic's design? I would love to see a movie, to see the version of the movie with ugly Sonic. I would love to watch the full movie with ugly Sonic. Absolutely love to. So I do have a couple of complaints slash concerns with the first movie. Now obviously it's just the first movie. So a couple of complaints I have is mostly the characters. Does Sonic feel like Sonic? Yes. Does Eggman feel like Eggman? Yes, to an extent. My criticisms with the characters is that they feel a little too much like the characters. It's like they just completely tone them way the high up. What I mean by that is Sonic impulsive? Yes. But not impulsive to the level depicted in the film. Is Eggman a genius? Does he have the demeanor that he's better than everyone because of how smart he is? Yes. But not to the level of the film. Eggman does not act that crazy. Now, I must admit, I'm not the biggest fan of Dr. Eggman's design in the first film, you know, with hair and a small mustache, but I get it. I get it. It's just the first film. They're building up to his more accurate look in, you know, second film and third film. Hell, the post-credit scene, not post-credit scene, the very ending of the very first film showed Eggman shaving his head and have a way bigger mustache, looking much more accurate. Like, I get it. It was building up to his more accurate look. I get it. In fact, the trailer for the third film showed him with a bigger belly. Hello, welcome. Just talking about the Sonic movie. So yeah, it's like they're slowly building up to Eggman having his more accurate look. Those are my main criticisms with the first Sonic movie. That's the fact that the characters felt a little too much like the source material. CGI was pretty good, at least, you know. And of course, with these like Hollywood projects that just have to throw in humans into the story. So we have our main human character, Tom, played by none other than Cyclops himself, James Marsden. And, what do I really have to say? It's once again Hollywood throwing human characters into these stories that the humans don't really need to be in. But they do it just because, well, just because. Now, I kind of can't help but notice. Okay, I'm about to have to run real quick and heal. I'm not gonna go away and heal. But, yeah, this thing's kind of sweeping my team. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Do I not have a single regular revive here? Oh, no, I do. Whoops. Ignore me being stupid. How about I paralyze it first? So, with the Sonic movies, I can't help but notice that they're almost avoiding giving us particular characters. Obviously, the first movie, we have Sonic. It's like, that's the understatement of the century. The first Sonic movie has Sonic. Second movie has Tails and Knuckles. Third movie will have Shadow, and possibly, you know, it's rumored that maybe Metal Sonic would be in it. I don't know yet, it's just a rumor. It's like, I can't help but notice that it almost seems like they're purposely avoiding giving us a particular group of characters. You know, it's like, where's Amy? Where's Cream? Where's Rouge? It's like, where are all the female characters? Is it maybe they don't want to do those female characters in live action and give the internet anything to work with? I can't help but notice that they're giving us the male characters so far. I mean, that's not a bad thing. They're giving us the most popular characters, and it just makes sense. You know, they gave us Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow. It makes sense that they would give us them first, but like, I can't help but notice the absence of certain other characters. It's like, come on, Amy has to be in the fourth film. Like, come on. if there's one character we need in the 4th movie, it has to be Amy. Did we just spend, like, how long was that? Was that, like, 20 minutes to catch 2 shinies? Items galore. Anyways, I'm just gonna BRB, heal up my team real quick, and then I'll head back there. Do I have Koraidon? Yes. I don't think I moved my Koraidon out of this game. Oh no, you said Koraidon. I was thinking Miraidon. In terms of Koraidon, yes. Living Dex, all that jazz, yes. So I'm working on redeeming myself on my sin that is never having watched any of the Sonic movies, so I'm working through those. I just watched the first Sonic movie a couple days ago. Gonna watch the second one in a couple days. And then I'm gonna watch the Knuckles series, even though that was more recent. I don't think that one's even a year old yet. I think. Do I have Link trading? Do you need a Koraidon? I think I'm gonna have to pass. Like, you're offering a Miraidon? I think I'm gonna have to pass, because I do have both games. Like, oh, you need it for your Pokedex. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm a little scared, because like I could trade you. I could help you with your decks, but then I could trade you, and then you could just like disappear with my Koraidon. And then I was like, oh shit! I just traded away my Koraidon, and it's gone forever. I would not scam you. I appreciate that, but it's like, you gotta be careful on the internet. Someone could swear on their life and still do it. Believe me, I've fallen for many scams online before. Man, there was something else. There was something else I was about to mention. There was something else I was about to talk about. Now I forget what it was. Oh yeah, yesterday after CNE, we came home and, well, what I ended up doing was I ended up watching Deadpool and Wolverine with my dad and my sister. Obviously, that's like the 4th time I've seen the film. It was my dad and sister's first time, so we just all watched it together. I'll talk about the film another time, because I still have yet to do that. You watched it? Okay, bet. I can talk about it freely without having to spoil you, because I low-key ruined our trip to go and watch it. Do I have Screamtail? I may not have a spare one, but I can go and catch one. I got no problem going to catching one. What am I doing? I'm walking way out of range for where the Sliggoos spawn. Need it for your deck? What the hell was that? I saw something blue. I'm like, what is that? Anyways, yeah, if you want, I can go and catch a Screamtail for you. I don't mind. I already got like how many did I get today? I already got 4. I already got 4, so I don't mind. You know, doing something else for a little bit. Whoops. Alright, one more picnic reset. No. One more picnic reset, and then I'll help you catch a Screamtail. Brute Bonnet? Sure. Are you about to ask me for all the paradoxes in Scarlet? Oh, what was that other thing I was gonna mention? No, you're not asking for too much, it's fine. Fluttermane. Fluttermane might be a little harder since it only spawns at night. Ahem! So you know what, speaking of which, I should probably go and get that right now before it is no longer night. Well, it's not like I was using a sandwich to get those shinies anyways. How long have I been shiny hunting? Oh. How long have I been shiny hunting? A decade? The first time I truly started shiny hunting, like, I actually started shiny hunting, was in Oraz, I think. Well, it might have not been until after that. Where did Fluttermane spawn again? I remember... never mind, right there. Ooh, favorite generation. I can tell you what, it's not 1. Certainly not 1. I'm sick of Gen 1. Hate me all you want, Gen 1 stands. Favorite gen? That is a tough question. I do have a personal bias towards Gen 5, just because, you know, I don't want to say fell off. I stopped playing, or I stopped anything Pokemon after, like, Gen 3. In a way, I kind of completely skipped Gen 4, and then I came back in Gen 5. Because it's Ghost type, I can't really false swipe it. It's okay, even if I kill it, I can just find another one. Unless it's no longer nighttime. Most overrated Pokemon. Yeah, I was gonna say Charizard as well. Which is totally why I, overrated Pokemon Charizard, which is totally why I just bought these pins right here. I saw the shiny one, and then I saw the regular one, and I just had to buy them. So anyways, like, I have a bias towards Gen 5, but I gotta say, oh crap. I don't have anything weak to attack it with. Alright, I need to find another one. Okay, before I get Screamtail, let me find Fluttermane before it's no longer night. Yeah, I don't have anything weak I can attack this thing with. Well, maybe Flame Charge I can do. So aside from my bias towards Gen 5, I do feel like Pokemon peaked with Gen 6. The games may not be the best, but the anime was absolutely peak. Anyways, does Gen 5 have my favorite starters? No. Over the years, Gen 5 starters have just been like, to me. I did pick Tepig, but it's like I don't have really that much of a favor towards Tepig, actually. My favorite starters are Charizard, Greninja, yes I know how original, and Decidueye. Those are my 3 favorite starters. Those are my 3 favorite Pokemons in general. Let's hope Flame Charge doesn't knock it out. God damn it! I'm just gonna have to paralyze it and start chucking Pokeballs. Unless you don't mind it being in a quick ball. Oh right, I can't do picnics down here. You don't care what ball? Alright. If you say so. The quick ball, everyone's favorite. Everyone's favorite indeed. You know, for some stupid reason as a kid, I called the quick ball the Quake Ball. It wasn't until a friend of mine called me out on it. It's like, what'd you just call it? The Quake Ball? It's like, you mean quick? And then I took a closer look at what the word was. It's like, oh yeah, that does say quick. For some reason, my stupid child mind thought that said quake. Like earthquake. Quake ball. Times 7 catch rate first turn, let's go! Yeah! That times 7 catch rate totally worked twice in a row. Hey, for this game, you can just do this cheat though. Just flee, re-encounter, and just keep on using quick balls. What made me play Pokemon? That's a good question. I guess I've always just had the franchise in the background of my life. If not the games, then the show, and then the movies. I don't have a good answer for you on what made me play Pokemon. I'm not naive enough to say I play Pokemon for the plot anymore. Oh my god, this is why I don't use quick balls. Mega Evolution or Gigantamax? Mega Evolution, easily. Gigantamax is basically just Mega Evolution, but just big. Alright, there's Flutter Mane. Now we just need a Scream Tail. What? Scream Tail. I completely failed at that. No! And then Brute Bonnet was on top of this area. Why did I do that? Or, never mind, or a Brute Bonnet is right here. Oh, look at that! The Quick Ball does work. Do I like this generation? It's not bad. If the games were more polished, then the games themselves would actually be pretty good. Anyways, I can just warp out of here. Do I like this generation? Yeah. I mean, I don't dislike it. I enjoy it. Alright. Are you ready to trade for these? I must admit, I am a little curious. Do any of these ones I just caught for you have marks? Nope. There you go. There's the code. 14 all 7s. I can also see you're missing these two in your decks as well. Did you know that if they dance around like that, that means they're not in your decks yet? You're new to trading? Well, I admit, I didn't know that at first either. I was like, why is it dancing around like that? And then I was told by the other person. Yeah, no problem. You're welcome. You sure you don't have any other Scarlet exclusives you need? Since you already have me here. Drifloon. I'm trying to remember, where is that? Is that outside Levincia? I might have to look up where that is. I still say if this thing's name was Magnetic Hands, it would be so much better. If everything wasn't just iron, instead they gave it some more unique names. Something like Magnetic Hands or... Which one did I say for Assembled? Assembled Jugulus. Although those names are too big. They got lazy when naming it. I don't know, there's a certain charm to all of them having iron in it, but, you know, that charm falls flat. You know, it's like all the island guardians are named Tapu something. They all have the same thing. This is your first Pokemon game? Well, as long as you're liking it, as long as you're enjoying it. A part of me imagines if you play this as your first Pokemon game, you might find it kind of disappointing given how unpolished the games are. Story-wise, it's not bad, at least. So earlier today, I was trying to hatch for a shiny Spritzy, because why not? And, well, 4 boxes later, no shiny still. It's fine. I needed some sort of filler in my PC boxes, because I want to replace all the things that I moved in my other game to hold Dynite Ore. What I moved was like stuff in my living decks and then all the stuff in my actual game's PC boxes to hold the ores. So now what I want to do is I want to get some filler stuff to replace it all. I assume that you don't need this stuff back, right? What was my first shiny? Believe it or not, it was a Pidove. My first ever shiny was a Pidove. Your first one was a Venomoth? Nice. That is a very clean shiny. The way the blue looks on shiny Venomoth, spectacular. No shame in feeding. Yours was Ralt. Nice. Male or female? I'm just gonna go back to Timeless Woods for a little bit longer. Maybe I can get another one. If not, then that's okay. Male? It's a Gallade now. Well, at least it's not a male Gardevoir. So you made the right choice there. Thanks for the help. Yep, no problem. This will help me get that shiny charm or whatever it is. Yes, the shiny charm. a little bit of advice. A living dex really goes a long way. Especially with helping complete the Pokedexes in games to get the shiny charm. A living dex does wonders. You know, at first, I did not want to do a living dex. But then as more games came out, more Pokemon got added, I'm just like, fine, I'll do one. It is handy, you know? Whenever you need a Pokemon in a game, you just go into your living deck, you just pluck it out and pop it into the game. Whoops. You're right. I have been using yours for a long time. A part of me wants to do my own living dex on the 3DS, but we all know how hard that is. We all know how big of a challenge that is. It took... You know how much work it was for me to just get myself an Aromatisse recently? Me just getting myself an Aromatisse recently. You know how hard that was? It took you like 3 months. I mean, I have a good chunk of them already. I do. And a bit once Sun and Moon came out. That is true. If you're doing a living dex on 3DS, you only have to go up to Gen 7. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll do that. But for now, I have too many shiny hunting projects in the works. What do you think is coming up next time? I still need to figure out how to set that up. Like, I haven't tested it yet. If I don't test it after this, then I might test it tomorrow. Let's just say for the next shiny hunting project I'm doing, I need to set up a tripod. And also, if I don't get this shiny marked male Sliggoo now in this game, I still need to get that in my other game, in my Violet game. One second. There we go. Oh yeah. What doesn't mean shiny locked? Shiny locked is that they put, well, it's in the name. They put a lock on the Pokemon in game, so it will never be shiny. They locked it from being shiny, and we as the fans hate it. So, you know, the stuff that you're hunting for now, like, the stuff that I'm hunting for now is not shiny locked. It can be shiny. Something shiny locked, like the box legendaries or starters, those are shiny locked so that they can never be shiny. It's stupid. We hate it. So what if I want to spend hours of my life resetting for different colored pixels in a video game? Let me do that, if I damn well please. Pretty sure they did that so that, you know, you don't get your immersion in the story broken. You play up to one point in the story, you reset for like months for a shiny. It's like, wait a second, what happened in the story again? I don't remember anymore. It's like, wait a second. It wasn't shiny in the cutscene, but It's shiny now, when I have it. Doesn't make sense. I think that's why they did it. But we still hate it! You had one job, Game Freak, and that was to not shiny lock Keldeo or Meloetta. You had one job. One job. And you couldn't even do that right. You know, I'm trying to remember, what year did Sword and Shield come out? Did that come out 2018? No, wait. Did it? Or was that 2019? Let me see. What year did Sword and Shield come out? I think it was it was either 2018 or 19. (2019). So, the box legendaries for Sword and Shield have been shiny locked. But soon, at least for one of them now, Zacian will finally become available to catch shiny in Pokemon Go. In like a month from now, you can finally get yourself a shiny Zacian in Pokemon Go. And you bet your sweet Bippy I'm gonna be handing Niantic my money until I get myself a shiny. You know, the most painful part is that in Pokemon Go, to get the shiny, you have to catch it in a Premier Ball. One day I will be able to get those shiny legendaries in a regular Pokeball. But you know, it's a big deal, because 5 years later, after the game came out, you can finally get yourself a shiny. And I'm not counting the event where they gave away a shiny. I almost thought that was a shiny Sliggoo. But no, that's hot! Around how many shinies do you have? I can answer you very quickly. Because, like the lunatic I am, I write down every single shiny I catch. I probably missed one here and there. Well, I can give you an idea as a head start. I have like 1,400 shinies in Pokemon Go. I literally ran out of space to hold my shinies in my Shield game. You know, in Black and White, legendaries can be caught at Dragon Sprout Tower if you have a full team, no empty space in your box. This is also shiny locked. Now, I haven't updated my shiny list in a couple days, so it's gonna be missing a few. Let me see. So I have it opened up. Control all. Oh. Hold on, it's reconnecting. Control all. Number them. Oh yeah, some of these also include like events and trades. So this number is not going to be completely accurate. It is taking a long time to number. That's how many there is. Ooh. Okay, heading down to the bottom to see the grand number. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I haven't updated this in a couple days. The last shiny I have written down here is my Beldum. I got on the 26th of August. And that was shiny number 3112. And considering right after that, I have like 11 other shiny Sliggoos in my Violet game, and then I just got 4. Literally just now. So there's a couple I haven't added in yet, and then there's a couple of events and trades in this list. So let's say I have 3,000 shinies. That is a lot of my life spent collecting different colored polygons in a video game. Do you shiny hunt in other generations? Oh, hell yeah. Let me see, how many Celebes have I gotten? Have I gotten 4 or 5? I might have been 4. I think I've gotten 4 shiny Celebes and Crystal. Why do I control F and it says 8 Celebes? I'm pretty sure there was Celebi events too. Hold on, let me see. Because I know one of them was in Pokemon Go. Okay, yeah, there was that one. Yeah, those ones trade. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've shiny hunted Celebi in Crystal 4 times. Life well spent. Alright, you gotta sleep now? Alright. Well, I appreciate you joining in. Well, bye for now. Enjoy your sleep. Sleep is important. I probably won't stream tomorrow night, because tomorrow night a friend of mine has his day off from work, so we're probably gonna do dinner and then something else. I'll probably stream again the day after tomorrow, as long as I can figure out the setup. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. I'm just about done here anyways. After this shiny. No mark again! Well, I still have my work cut out. I still need to get a male shiny with the Radiant mark. Crap, my Gallade's not here. I'm gonna catch this shiny right here, and then I'm gonna call it for tonight. I already washed the dishes tonight, so I don't really have anything else to do. Wow, that sword stance did almost nothing. And I know this thing probably raised its defense. Isn't my attack +6 now? I'm not sure if I can... Oh, never mind. I was about to say, I'm not sure if I can increase my attack even anymore, even if I wanted to. No, do not use the quick ball. Alright. I am going to call it there for tonight. So back to Paldea I go. Alright, I'm gonna end this here. Whoops. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.